smile.
Oh, that was so beautiful, Rhonda. You amaze me. I love
Oh
that.
no, I
Thank
just have
you.
fun. It's fun. That's all I can say.
Well, that's all it is. Family, come on in and enjoy us with our fun. Each of us here with our own skills, with our own huge, big, beautiful hearts, matching up with all of you coming in. So come in and enjoy this today. We have an amazing guest, but before we introduce her, I would like you to go to YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and put a like on this. Go to our page and like our page. And Diana Cooper is our go to for all things dragon, unicorn, angels, ascension. This woman is a wealth of information and touches my heart again and again. And during this week, since we put the post out, I've talked to so many beautiful fans of yours, Diana, and one of them stood out. Judy, I asked her, do you have a question you want me to ask Diane? Let me tell you what Judy had done for me. I thought I was the only one that I knew working with the unicorn orbs, and I send them with my Reiki. When I send the Reiki ball out, I put the unicorn energy in. But this woman, Judy Huffman, she sent me a unicorn, and I felt the energy. It was so different being on the receiving end, and man, that was blessing after blessing for my heart. And so this is what we come to you for. So welcome to our show again, Diana.
Hello, it is lovely to be here and see you all and to talk about the amazing unicorns.
Sure is, definitely.
Right, you want me to start talking immediately about
No, yeah, well, no.
Okay.
Rhonda.
They are around us.
Yeah, I just love your deck, your new deck, and I
Yes.
just wondered. You had an older deck, which is lovely, and I love the artwork and I love the messages, but this one is different. It seems higher vibe or something. Can you explain where you got this from? Because it's a different feeling altogether. Okay.
They both came from the unicorns, but the first one was written 10 years ago, and the unicorns, although they were among us, they were looking for people with a light on over their head, ready for service. Now, there are so many people with their fifth dimensional chakras open that the unicorns are coming in to touch everybody. And the moment you think about a unicorn, and let's face it, there are unicorns on T-shirts, on everything, on mugs. The moment you think about one is with you, ready to help you and pour light into you. Because I had just this lovely experience where a child dropped a unicorn toy out of its pram, and the mother picked it up, gave it to the child and said, here's your unicorn. And at that second, there was this flash of white light that came and touched them. And I thought, yes, that's how it's working. They're thinking about a unicorn, and at that second, a unicorn is coming in and touching them. And when it does touch you, it can open up you to all extraordinary blessings. No, it touches you with all its amazing divine feminine qualities. It can light them up in your aura so you start to develop them. And it looks after you in extraordinary, amazing ways. Because, as you know, they have this horn of light coming from their third eye. I was just demonstrating with my selenite, which is unicorn crystal. So it comes out like this, and it pours light of enlightenment over people and touches them and gives them blessings, which is quite extraordinary. So qualities of love and peace and oneness and hope and majesty and caring, all those higher qualities they help you develop. And an unimaginable transformation can take place if a unicorn comes to you. And if you dream about a unicorn, it has come into your dream and is touching you at a soul energy, and almost anything can happen.
Wow.
Now, people often ask me, what's the difference between angels and unicorns? Because they are all of the angelic realms. Well, angels help you bring about the desires of your heart, the wishes that you have that make you feel happy. But a unicorn, it touches the desires of your soul and helps to bring those about. And
Wow.
that can be quite awesome. And it's so simple because we've thought about unicorns. Every single person watching this or listening to it at a later date has a unicorn with them. And all you have to do is think about a soul quality that you would like your unicorn to help you with, to make it bigger. And just sit in a receptive position. Put your hands out, close your eyes if you want to, though you don't have to. And then ask a unicorn just to pour a cascade of light over you. You may or may not feel it, and light up that soul quality that you have asked for. And then thank your unicorn, because something in that instant has happened for you, and something will shift in your consciousness. The unicorns just work on so many amazing levels. They especially love children. They work with children. Mother Mary's always seen with a unicorn, and she has that unicorn with her, and she works with children, loves children and families. Unicorns are the same, and they can help children in all sorts of ways, but also your inner child. Remember one lady coming to a unicorn talk I gave years ago, and I'm always telling this story because it's so extraordinary and dramatic, and yet I've heard the same thing on lesser levels many, many times. She was a total addict. She was a heroin addict, addicted to food, addicted to alcohol, all sorts of things. And apparently we did a visualization to bring unicorns in and give healing. And she said she closed her eyes, and the unicorn immediately came to her and wrapped her up like a baby. And then it put its horn of light right into her heart and opened her heart. She felt an incredible feeling. And she went away and she was totally healed of all her addictions, and her psychic and spiritual gifts started to come forward. So she trained as a counselor and a healer and all sorts of things. And she came a year later to hear me talk again about some other subject. She said, I had to come and tell you, because that instant with the unicorn transformed my life. But you can also
amazing.
ask unicorns to help your child. Somebody asked me if their child was always ungrounded, never seemed to be there. And I remember feeling like that as a child, how difficult it is because all your soul energy doesn't come in then. And so she put her, I put her child picture on an orb of a unicorn and just
Oh,
asked the
wow.
unicorn to help her. And I saw her a week later, and she said to me, since I chatted to you about unicorns, she said, my child is so different. She
Oh,
seems to
wow.
be here. She's grounded. She's much more solid feeling. Because what unicorns can do is take the split off parts of us, which we all have, because when life's painful, we split a bit of us off so we don't have to feel the pain, and they bring it back and reintegrate it and heal it. And I think there are many, many children nowadays who are high frequency children who come in and need that extra help and energy to bring them fully into their bodies, especially at this time.
Nancy says she says I will call in the unicorns to help me with my semi-feral kitty mama, to help it trust me more and to teach me what's better to do. Oh,
And tell her what you named your kitty, Nancy. We confirmed it by one of the cards I pulled from you, and it confirmed the name that she named the kitty. So if she writes it in there, you'll get to see that little treasure.
Oh, lovely.
That's awesome.
the other thing that I have to tell you, Serafina. Oh,
Yep,
See?
that's beautiful.
Serafina. Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
Serafina. Oh, she
Yeah.
called it Serafina.
So actually, who comes up
goodness.
first is Beauty Allil, and Beauty Allil is the one who hooks us up with Seraphim Seraphina, and so that's how it came through for Nancy when she was naming her kitty too. So it's like way cool.
That's lovely. That little kitty's got a lot to live up to now.
Mm-hmm.
Have a name like Serafina, but that is beautiful. I know with my dog, one of my dogs is an adventurer. She loves to explore. She's partly Jack Russell. She likes freedom, and I understand the desire for freedom, so I just let her be free. But it does mean I'm waiting around quite a lot for her. And I always ask the angel of animals, Archangel Felier, to look after her. One day, I've been waiting around for a long time, and I said, look, okay, thank you, Felia. I know you're looking after her, but where is she? And you know, at that second, I just had this flash of a unicorn booting her out of a hedge towards me.
Like,
The
go.
next time she was missing, absolutely. The next time she was missing, I thought, okay, I'm going to ask the unicorn to bring her back now. And you know, I do that. And I just have this sense of this unicorn chasing her back to me.
Oh my gosh.
It works. That's like the proof of it. People say this is airy fairy, but it's not. If it actually works, that's what's happening. I think you've got to trust it. If you don't trust it, well, then they're not going to work with you.
That's how it is with all of them, with angels, with ascended masters, with everything that, we can tap into that's beyond what we can physically see is about trust. It's about belief. It's about knowing that there's something more out there than what we are physically being thrown into every day. So yeah, it's powerful. I mean, we're learning.
It's about asking, because oftentimes, well, that won't work. Have you asked?
Right.
No. Well,
but it's about remembering
wise advice. Absolutely. Yeah. It's all this help is available to us, but if we don't ask for it, we don't get it.
Exactly.
I have a question.
And maybe I need to explain that. People say, why is that? And the reason is that we signed on for a plane of free will, as you know. And so if you've got free will, the angels and the unicorns and the higher beings, they cannot come in and help unless you ask for that help. And so people are constantly saying, oh, I wish I had an angel or a unicorn to help me. And of course they have.
Right.
If only they ask for it.
Yes.
A lot of people are asking about healing and raising their frequency. So how about just making a unicorn healing cocoon now? Something very, very simple that everybody can do. And know, this is what I would say, know it's happening, even if you can't see it or feel it. Just absolutely know that the unicorns are with you and it is there doing its magic. And if you can feel it, see it, it's a bonus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Nancy's saying, Diana, I probably remember the lesson strongest from you. Remember to ask for help.
Thank you, Nancy. Yeah. I mean, it's something I'm always saying, but you just reminded us. It's just so important. So just close your eyes if you want to, and you don't have to do that. But take a deep breath and center yourself. Take a moment to ask for a pure white light to surround you, so that only unicorn energy can enter. And then take a moment to sense yourself in your inner world by a moonlit lake, in that divine feminine energy of the moon. And a pure white light appears in the distance, and then it comes closer and closer, and a unicorn steps out and lights you up with its glow, places a flame of pure white love from its horn into your heart. You may feel it, and then it touches your third eye with its horn of light. And then it is pouring pure white healing over and round you until you are totally held in a healing unicorn cocoon. breathe in the healing. Every breath you take has pure unicorn healing energy in it. And unicorns can heal you right down to a cellular level. And whether you can feel it or sense it or not, just know that at this moment you have a beautiful unicorn healing cocoon around you. And then open your eyes if they've been closed.
So beautiful. I can always tell when I connect with mine because I do feel it. I feel it pulsing in my third eye and my heart expands as soon as she shows up every time. And it's just so beautiful. And I first connected mine, I think it was like 2-3 years ago now. She just showed up in my room one day. I just felt her presence. She came in, she walked towards me and, like basically, put her horn down to my third eye. And I asked for her name and she told me it was Hazel. And we've been best friends ever since. And it's been, it's very cool to be able to have that. At first I was like, no, there's no way. But I had recently become more awake to that there's a lot more going on than what we see. So I learned to embrace it more. But how can we, can you tell us a little bit how people can get to know their personal unicorn?
Yeah. Ask your personal unicorn to come to you. As we've established, that's the most important thing to do. And the moment you ask, your unicorn will be there for you. Now, a unicorn will come to you the instant that either you connect with it, you talk about it, you think about it, that brings a unicorn by the law of attraction automatically to you. But when you want to do something to help the world or help other people, anything beyond your personal self, then the unicorns are with you because their task is to help the whole world ascend into a much lighter space. And ask your unicorn to come and trust that it is with you. Now, you talked about knowing your unicorn's name, and I think that that is a great thing to do. And again, we can just do that now. And if you get the name, that's because it's the right time for it. If you don't get the name, then it may be that it'll drop into your mind later, or it may be that your unicorn will wait until you are ready to receive it or receive the right name vibration, because a name is a vibration, of course. And sometimes people say, my unicorn came in and gave me a different name. And the reason is that your vibration has changed. So it comes to you at a higher frequency and drops a different vibrational name to you, so you can call it by that higher frequency. And so again, just close your eyes. Take a deep breath and center yourself. Be aware that your unicorn is still with you. It hasn't gone away. And you may have a sense of it standing in front of you now. It may appear as a pure white horse or in some other format. So reach out and touch it. Just connecting with it in that way helps the love energy between you to flow. If you see it as a horse, you might like to stroke its nose or pat it. And again, feel a surge of love. And then ask it to drop its name to you. And accept whatever name it gives you, whether it's ordinary or extraordinary. But this moment, that is the name that it wants to connect with you with. And then, when you're ready, open your eyes.
This is awesome. This is like getting a master class in unicorns by Diana Cooper.
I love it.
I'm so So, what did anybody get? Some names. Did anybody get? Patty says she got Sierra.
Sarah.
Sierra,
Beautiful.
lovely.
Wow, that's lovely.
You just say the name, Sierra, and that vibration helps the unicorn come to you.
Mhm.
So, Melinda, you saw a unicorn come out of the clouds, but you were too shocked to communicate.
Yeah.
Just sit down quietly after you've listened and ask again. Nero, you're light blue. That, which is another interesting point you've brought up, because people think they're only white. But of course, white contains all the color frequencies. And so a unicorn can appear to you on a different frequency. And so that light blue might be healing,
Oh,
and it might be communicating at another
Melinda
level.
also saw a flash of light blue,
Yeah, yeah,
healing her throat
That's
chakra.
beautiful.
fantastic. Yeah, it may be working with your throat chakra, as you so rightly say.
So cool. Mine said Andrea.
Ooh.
Oh, I love that.
She said it was short from Andronima. Oh, I hate. I might
Wow.
find out. Andromeda.
Yeah, that's why they give us the short ones.
Andrea.
It's interesting because
Short from Andromeda.
the A sound is about purification. And of course, unicorns are about purification. So, guess who's got a lot of purification in her name? Diana.
Yeah. Yes.
As
Oh, how cool
that's
is that?
Eliandro, white with a
Eliandro.
golden horn.
I love
Whoa,
that.
Beautiful. Beautiful,
that
Kira.
is beautiful.
I could see yours, Karath. I could see
A
it.
very majestic name.
Yeah.
Very magical.
And
I love
most
this.
golden horned unicorns are moved from the 7th dimension, and they're moving up into the 9th dimension. They are awesome, beyond awesome, as all unicorns are, of course.
That is amazing.
And that's the one thing I love about your guidebook with your Magic of Unicorn. I go back to this because it's so different from any other oracle decks that I've had recently. Is you have a little like exercise to go with every card, so a little mini meditation, and it's so nice to have something active to do with the cards, so you can
Yes.
connect. I found that
So important.
They wanted me to do something different for this deck. It was very different from all my other decks. Let's just see what card we get.
Yeah.
Cosmic Rainbow.
Oh,
Right.
Wow.
Let's show the cosmic rainbow. That's what we've got today. And the message is, look for the pot of gold and accept joy. So I think that's a lovely
beautiful.
card. The unicorn
Yes.
can take you into that. And at this instant, you're watching this. That is what your unicorn is asking you to do. It's telling you that there's a reward or a gift for you. So look for it. And look for the happiness and the amazement that's around us in this world at this moment. It's so easy to look at the stuff going on, but we don't have to do that. A unicorn helps you to rise above that level and look at the amazing golden future we're moving towards and all the extraordinary things that are happening on Earth right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's so cool.
And so Nadia says that her unicorn is black and the hair is black or dark blue. Now that's interesting because quite a lot of people see black unicorns, and this only means that they are carrying all unicorns carry the divine feminine, they carry the Christ light, but black, as you know, is about the deep, deep feminine energy. And so that's what it's telling you. And the dark blue mane is about higher communication. And so it's about communicating from the depth of your being at the highest level possible. And Teresa saw lavender. So lavender, again, is a very spiritual color. And it's one of the very, very high frequency colors. So it's very interesting that people aren't seeing the pure white. They are actually drawing an energy out of it. You saw the form of a unicorn come out of the earth grass and saw the letter A swirling in the spiral shape. And the name came out as Aera. How beautiful. That is a lovely thing to see, Linda.
Very cool.
Amazing.
You're doing so well.
Yeah. That's so cool. Mine's definitely, she's white. But sometimes she has like almost a iridescent shimmer to her.
Yeah.
So that for me was always like, that's, I don't know. It was what I probably envisioned them as when I was a child too. I remember, as a child being very in awe of unicorns and wanting them to be real, the whole fantasy world that we live in as children were playing and everything. And I wanted so much to be able to, and it's funny how now I get to actually live that and have that connection with her, when as a child, I was just like, oh, I just wish it was real, as much as I want it to be, I didn't quite know how to do it. I didn't quite have,
I'm sure you did it.
Right? Probably. Yeah.
We are blocked off, but if we actually let it happen, we let it happen. One of the things that the unicorns do is help remove the veils of illusion from your third eye. And this is really important because they're about enlightenment, and the veils of illusion are blocking us from knowing who we truly are. So most of us, as we raise in frequency, we remove part of a veil or even all of some of them, but not all of them. Now, they told me many years ago that if you focus on a unicorn orb, then they will come to you and help you remove part of that veil. But we haven't got an orb here, but we have got a selenite crystal. Ooh. Okay, maybe I've got a lighter one here. I know, I've got a much lighter one. It's smaller, but it's just as powerful. Here we are. And incidentally, I've got lots of little slivers of selenite, and I put them above my door lintels so that they shower and on cupboards and things, so that they shower unicorn light on people as they come in. So
I've done that since you said that the last time. I went and got
sorry,
a
am I saying things again?
No.
This is important information. Thank you.
And I think it's helped a lot in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. We got to do this. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. No, I'm just saying, I remember you saying something. I wasn't sure if it was on our show or somewhere else, but I have done that.
No, so I'm sure I said it. Yes, I do say it when I can because I think it's really helpful to do that.
Well, remembering.
Definitely.
So, okay, we've got this. So we use this. Okay.
Okay. And so bear in mind that your third eye has 96 chambers, and they are all lessons of enlightenment, and they are blocked by the veils of illusion. And the nearest veil, the furthest veil from your third eye, the furthest one away, is your seventh veil. So if you like to close your eyes, that might help. But again, you don't have to. And the red seventh veil is about recognizing that you are on your own individual journey, that there is only love and light, and there is only God's essence. And so that is your own divine essence. Recognize that. And your unicorn at this moment will pull back that veil of illusion. And then the sixth veil is a little nearer your third eye, and it's yellow. And this is removed when you believe in and you trust the spiritual world. You trust the spiritual world to look after you, to take care of you. And this enables you to use your third eye as it was intended to be used. And then you come a little closer to the fifth veil, and this is pink. Now this is removed when you love everyone unconditionally. When you recognize that we are telepathically and psychically connected to all people. So all judgment dissolves. The fourth veil is green. And this disappears when you honor the animal, nature, and elemental kingdom. And then you use the power of your visions for the highest good to create and manifest. So this is about loving nature and using your energy for the highest good. Now ask the unicorns to touch and remove as much as possible of your third veil, which is light blue. And now you are ready to walk with the angels, to hold their hand as you go through life. And they reward you by opening you up to clear seeing. Your second veil, very close to your third eye, and you might have a sense of it now, is dark blue. And this is about being one with universal consciousness. And when this veil is removed, you are automatically abundant because you accept divine abundance. So you attract it. And the first veil, the final veil, is claircognizance. This is totally transparent. And this is when you know things. It's gnosis. And this is removed those seventh dimensional moments when you are in heaven on earth. So just be aware at this moment of your unicorn removing, pulling back the veils to give you an instant of seventh dimensional being. And then thank your unicorn. Open your eyes if they were closed. And know that something has changed.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
How did that feel?
Beautiful.
It was good. I had a lot of work with the yellow one and the dark blue one. So those two together I'm working on more. So
Okay, because you've probably removed part of those veils.
right.
And what they've done today is just moved a little bit more. And they will have done this on everything they possibly can for anyone that's listening.
Beautiful.
And
Now we're on
Patty
the replay.
says that she had a horse that many years ago, and could it have become a unicorn? The answer is it could, because of course horses are ascending, they're on an ascension path just as we are, and they ascend to become unicorns. I've only known two people, well, I'm actually extraordinarily privileged to have known two people who have watched the process of their beloved, highly, highly advanced horses actually translating and turning at death into a unicorn. And they saw, in both these cases, they were psychics, and they saw their beloved horses rise up and turn pure, radiant, shimmering white with horn of light coming from there. And I mean, I just think that's extraordinary. It's amazing. So your answer is yes, it is possible. It is not necessary, but it is possible.
Cool.
That's like
Amazing,
your
isn't
story
it?
with your horse, Rhonda. You
Yeah.
beautiful horse.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Mine, I showed up as a pink orb later on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty darn sure. And definitely I took the picture of it, and it was
She
just,
did.
it's like, what's that? It's pink, so it can't be bad. That's what I always say.
But you had this knowing, you know, that it was, you said that he had become a unicorn.
Yeah, I
Or
figured
yeah.
Zuri had. Yeah.
Or she, yeah.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Well, you can always ask for the unicorn energy to surround you. What I love to do is I do it more with the angels than the unicorns, but there's no reason you shouldn't do it with unicorns. And that is to just call in the unicorns, breathe their energy around you, imagine that you are in unicorn energy, that you have the unicorn qualities, that they have blessed you and filled you. And then go for a walk in nature and watch how the animals respond to you, watch how the birds respond, even people. And you will notice magic happening.
Yeah.
Absolute magic.
That is so cool. I'll have to. I'm gonna go
I've got a beautiful orb that I use a lot of Archangel Chamuel, the angel of love.
Right.
And it's a pink orb in a heart shape, and it is glorious. And I look at it and I breathe it in and I feel the energy around me. And I wrote in one of my earlier books about the extraordinary things that happened when I went for a walk with it. But I thought recently I'm going to try that again. And I went for a walk in this orb around me. And I stood on this bridge over a little stream where I walk most days. And first, a kingfisher came and landed on a twig just near me and stayed
Wow.
there. And
Wow.
I was just, I know, a beautiful, radiant kingfisher. How often do you see them? And I just stayed there in total peace. And when I opened my eyes, my dogs were on the bridge sitting beside me. And at the other end of the bridge, sitting quietly, was a fox.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I
That's
know.
amazing.
And as soon as I opened my eyes and dogs came back to waking reality, so did the dogs and so did the fox. And then they chased
That's
it.
so
But,
funny.
it was caught in the magic. It was like, how the universe sends you proof of the amazing things that happen. And that's what was happening. It was just awesome. So I must do that with a unicorn orb, and you don't have to have an orb. You can just call in the unicorn energy and visualize it and send it around you and see how people react to you.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. I'm gonna go in my woods like that and see what comes up this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have very magical
you might be
woods.
absolutely astonished.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great exercise to do, and I will do that today.
It is. Because even the trees respond, everything responds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a sense of the elves coming out of the trees and everything connecting. It is, we're so privileged.
Oh, did you just see that?
Yeah, I saw that. What was that?
That was an orb.
Oh,
Well, it was a dark orb. Did you see it shoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw something.
Behind you,
Oh.
Diana. Behind you, there was a dark, whoop, like
Yeah.
just went behind you.
Okay.
So cool.
She says elves, and then something comes across the screen.
Yeah.
So we know they're playing.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
I wish I'd seen it, but I was obviously not looking in the right
We'll have to
place.
see if I could get a screen grab of it when,
Oh,
that's
interesting.
so
Yeah.
cool.
And
Sometimes
I'm
that
sure
happens
there are-
on here. Eh?
Sorry?
It happens often on here with people we talk about.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. That
They
doesn't
hear us
surprise
and
me.
everybody together, I think, raises the vibration of the whole area, and things just come in. It's great.
Of course they do. And aren't we lucky to be able to see them and
Absolutely.
experience them?
Yeah, that was really cool. She has a golden a dragon's aspect of Earth Oracle Council. Oh wow, that shapes back
Okay.
back to
It's
her.
interesting because there was another question that we didn't answer, which was somebody said they felt that they were part unicorn. Now, that's very interesting because as I understand it, when our monad first leaves source, our I am presence, we are given some angelic energy. And of course, the dragons, the angels, and the unicorns are all part of the angelic hierarchy. So we are given some of that energy into our monad, our divine essence. And so we have angel energy, unicorn energy inside us, as well as externally. And so the answer is yes,
course.
you can be
That makes
part
sense.
anything because all the energies are available inside and outside.
Absolutely.
And as we rise in frequency, we become more aware of these other energies that are part of us.
Yes. And we're all connected, so of course we have some of everything. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, we are.
I guess we can just tap into more of those energies if we choose
Yes.
to, and then we can feel more aligned with them. And you know, like I feel more mermaid a lot of the time, so
Mhm.
that's one I connect
Sure.
with. Yeah,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
it's really about whatever you choose to want to experience more of, where you put your energy, where you focus.
Too right. Whatever you focus on, if you focus on darkness, you get darkness. If you focus on angels, you get angels. Well, the magic of the world is that we just have that choice.
Yeah,
And
That's
that's the
powerful.
magic of us, right? That's
Yeah.
really the essence of the magic of our free will, is that we can think what we want to think and how we choose to, like,
Well,
use our vision and our life, right?
because I've been very much aware recently of the effect of television programs on me.
Yes.
You know, I'm watching a program. I had a hideous thing where I was watching a program which I thought would be of interest, but was actually not. It was very dark. When I woke in the morning, there was black smoke energy coming out of my television. And it
Wow.
took me ages to clear it. And I thought,
Wow.
well, that is a lesson to me.
Mhm.
Just quickly put a golden orb around yourself now, Christ light. Just the fact that we've talked about it.
Yeah.
Just protect yourself in the golden orb of Christ light. And it was a huge, huge lesson to me, because I thought I must be much, much more careful what is on, sometimes just in the background in the television. It's
Absolutely.
all affecting us and adding energy into our daily lives.
So then it would make sense for us to put golden orbs around all electronic devices, anything that we take into
Absolutely.
ourselves like
Yeah.
that, so that we can have them filtered. So we're
Yeah.
not taking in anything. That's a great
Absolutely.
idea.
Mm.
Stick
And the
selenite in
unicorn
front of
help with
everything.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'll stick my selenite in front of the television. That'll be good. Awesome.
Just tape it on the front, the back, everywhere.
Yeah. You just wouldn't believe how many
And,
crystals are in my house.
Yeah.
This program will be radiating golden or white light into people's lives, and shifting their energy
Yes.
up. So
So
that's
this
gonna
is
be
a,
cool.
so when you rewatch this, watch it on YouTube, cast it on your television, and then just fill your whole living
Yeah.
room with the white light while you're
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
But it's
powerful.
everything, isn't it? I think this is one of the amazing shifts that's happening now, because we're not going to have trade. Oh, did you see the light vibrating behind her? No.
We do.
We're not going to have international trade much longer. You know, that's one of the things that has to go. It's part of the old paradigm. This means we are not going to have these endless cheap goods from China made in sweatshops, all giving out a
Okay.
lower vibration. Instead,
Okay.
people are going to be buying creative things that they've handmade with love, and that fills your room with loving vibrations. Makes a huge difference.
I love that so much. It's time.
Yes.
Sure.
Woohoo. Let's do it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it
So
is
Diana-
actually a really simple thing. Same
It
with
is.
clothes and everything.
Well, and we can infuse them, have our unicorns infuse or bless everything we eat, everything we wear, and that way, it filters out any of the chemicals and any of the stuff, the low vibrations of it being made and all of that. So that's a really powerful tool as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that certainly helps. Makes a difference.
I have a question. I think you touched on it a little bit earlier, but this is something that happened to me, and I want to understand. I've always had this pattern that I learned from you, is that like when the school buses and things are going around, I send out kind of earth dragons and fire dragons to clear the way and ground the energy of the kids, because I hear that they all hate the buses. So it's like, well, let's put some light. And then I hold that energy up with the angels, and then I send the unicorns. But I got a message that I needed to, in the law of spiritual grace, to start sending energy to the angels, because the kids have forgotten to ask for their personal angels. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. I never heard nobody talk about it, but I kept doing that anyway. What is that?
Well, I think that when you're sending healing to somebody, then you should send it under grace, always. Any higher energy, simply because it's a very powerful thing if you send healing to somebody, or any energy at all to that person, because they will take it in. And if it's not for their highest good, it changes their destiny, then that isn't helpful. But if you send it under grace, it can only be used by their soul for the highest good for them. And so if they choose to
That's a good
decline it,
explanation.
they can. And so I think it's a wonderful thing to visualize all these school buses surrounded. What I do when I get into the car, every time I get into the car,
Yeah.
I ask for the dragons to be in front of me, the
Yeah.
angels to be around, have I said this before? The unicorns to be above, holding my journey in the light, and the dragons in front are clearing the path. They're also going underneath, clearing the earth energies, any lower energies in the earth. And that's really like being in an angelic cocoon as I'm
Right.
in the car. And so
It's like a
whatever
light
happens
tunnel.
is for the yeah, that's right. Whatever happens is for the highest good.
Mm.
And because I'm asking for myself, that's not needed to be done under grace. But if, for example, one of my kids was going somewhere and I asked for that, I would then ask for that under grace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how I understand it anyway.
Yeah.
But I think it's brilliant to visualize all buses, especially school buses, in the Christ light or in something.
Yeah,
Yes.
The highest
absolutely.
good. Yeah, and all schools and everything.
Yes.
We just
Yes.
need so much energy coming in now of that highest good. Because, in the olden days, the lord of the manor would have nuns on his land or monks or whatever who would spend all day long praying for the people and the land.
Oh,
And
cool.
they would be supported by the lord of the manor. And that was their job, to constantly send out that energy of prayer.
Oh, I love
And
that.
we've lost that now. And now we need those who understand to keep sending out prayers for the world to help heal it. And I remember once going to, it was in Italy. I'd been walking, no, it was in Spain. I'd been walking the Camino, and I took a day off to go to this monastery where they chanted Gregorian chants. We took this bus, and you could literally feel the moment you came into the umbrella that the chanting had created of protection and higher energy around the village. It was tangible force.
Special. I love
Yeah,
that.
it was amazing.
Oh,
Amazing. And all
I've
the
always
time
imagined it like that. How
yeah,
cool.
within the village, you could feel that energy. And then as soon as you got out of it, that force field changed.
That is so
That
cool.
is amazing.
Mm.
Wow. This has been incredible. Thank you so much for all of your wisdom, and all of the experiences you've given us today have been just absolutely amazing. There's not another word for it. Been absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. It's always such a privilege to hang out with you.
Oh, thank you, bless you.
Have you got
So-
something new coming up? I just wanted to ask you on
Yeah.
your own. Have you got something that like soon coming up, or another workshop? Because I know you're always doing events and workshops. You're so busy online. It's wonderful.
The Heal
You
the
always
World
have some-
meditations.
You got to visit her
I know.
webpage because you've got so much information and free stuff, and it's a wealth of knowledge for people
Yeah.
to go and
My
visit the page.
next Zoom, I've just done 3 Zooms on the golden future, because I just think it's so important, and you can still get the recordings of them. I think it's so important for people to focus on where we're going and the amazing, amazing things that are happening, and also to have some understanding. People are very scared for their children and their grandchildren, and actually we are moving into something incredible. And every single person that focuses on it and understands it is helping to co-create it for the highest good. But my next Zoom is on the 18th of August, and that is about the Earth Star Chakra. And I did a lot of work on the Earth Star Chakra years ago, and then suddenly Archangel Sandalphon came in and wanted me to do more work, and I got to understand
Good.
how powerful, how important it is. It's much more
Yes.
than our foundation to build a skyscraper, because it's got to be really, really open and alive and awakened in order to build our ascension. But it's only when it's fully opened that we can actually build our Antakarana bridge to source. It's our connection to other planets. It means that When it's open, then you are automatically taken to the right place to be and live. It carries you wherever you are meant to be. It opens up your potential. Until it's fully open, you cannot connect with all of your potential, all of your gifts and talents. It is actually an awesome, awesome chakra. And so I'm going to
Yes.
do a whole Zoom about it, because if we can get enough people really with open and activated Earth Star chakras, that will be another surge in the ascension
I
energy on the
love that.
planet. No,
I've been
yeah,
working on mine, my Earth Star and my Soul Star.
yeah.
I've been doing a lot of work
Mhm.
with those two somehow, and it's like way cool.
Yeah, well, they're very connected.
Yeah.
As you know, the Earth Star, the Soul Star, the Causal, and the Stellar Gateway, they work together. But it has to start with the Earth Star.
Absolutely. That's cool. Very cool. That's exciting. And you said it's on the 18th of August or of October?
No, October.
Yeah.
October,
August is
okay.
rather a long wait, yes.
Yeah,
No, it's
yes.
18th of August. Yeah, I'm just going to do it then. And I'm very excited about that, I must confess.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's lovely.
exciting.
Mm.
Very cool. And how
It
can
leads
people
into
can
the
find
tree
you on your
network.
website?
So
Yeah.
yeah, the information's on my website, yes.
And that's connected to this video, so
Yes.
you'll all be able just to scroll down and click on the link, and you'll be
Yes.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes.
And how many
Brilliant.
days do you have left of your 30 days of healing? Is that still
We're
continuing?
on 27 today, I think.
Okay.
27
So
today.
Beautiful.
28, 29,
Wow.
30. Yeah, we're almost
So
done.
still you can
Yes,
still
yeah,
catch,
just
and there
another
you've
3
got the
days to go
replays.
then.
Yeah. And the replays are available so people can
You
watch
can
those
always
as well.
watch them on YouTube.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, they're all
Wow,
on
very exciting.
my
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we,
Okay.
Spirit Sessions is highly recommending the Magic of Unicorns
Oh,
Oracle
absolutely.
cards. They
Most
are
definitely.
amazing. If you want to connect more with unicorn energy, this is the deck to get. They have that
Yeah.
absolute
The
beautiful
Ascension.
energy. We are just enjoying them thoroughly. So
Yes. I've
definitely
used them
check
at a
them out.
workshop on grounding. It was
Yeah.
excellent, with a whole bunch of horse people.
This deck is a little different from the others in that it actually takes you with the unicorn step by step on an ascension process. So you go on a 44-day journey to
Oh,
ascension
nice.
with them. And so
Okay.
you can just choose any day, of course. But if you want to go on an ascension journey and really move forward, then you can take them day by day.
Wow, that's an
Beautiful.
idea.
Yeah,
Love
that is. Very
That's my
cool.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that is super. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. All right, so I have 3 questions for you before we finish up. And the first question is, if you had to choose a song to be the theme song of your life, what would that be?
You're probably going to think this is a little bit naff, but when I walk through the woods in the morning, I find myself singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning."
Oh,
Do you know
Oh,
the
I
song?
love that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that song. We sing it in
I
church.
find
Yeah.
myself humming it. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. And yesterday it was pouring with rain, and there I was lodging through the rain in my Wellington boots, singing, "Oh, what a beautiful morning."
oh,
I love it.
Yeah,
what good
that's one I
vibrations.
like.
No, that's beautiful. I love that. Perfect. Okay, the next
Fun.
question is, what is your favorite crystal you're working with right now?
Well, because I'm working with it right now, it's the selenite. I love selenite. It is the connecting crystal for the unicorns, and it has a beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, you were saying that you charge things on your
Yes.
selenite crystals, and that too is a wonderful thing to do. Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
an actual disc that you use. How
Right.
amazing! I've got a big selenite, and after what you've said today, I'm going to start charging things on mine.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Can I ask you what the blue stone? Because I've often admire your
Well, the
necklace that
tans.
you're wearing.
Oh no, this is topaz.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
blue.
Beautiful. I
You mean
love
this
that.
one? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
topaz. I never take it off. My spirit guide gave it to me years ago.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that.
that is
Wow.
gorgeous.
It
Yeah.
is beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, the third question is, have you ever experienced extra dimensional intelligence?
By which you mean UFOs.
Yes, UFOs or ETs, things like that. Yes.
Because we know
Many,
you
many,
get the
many
unicorn.
times I've seen UFOs flying all over the place in different countries. The most extraordinary experience I had was in New Zealand, and this is going back nearly 20 years. But I was at this lake, which I understand later I discovered is a place where people do see UFOs. I looked up, And for one breathtaking, awesome moment, I saw a mothership. Now, it was like seeing a vast, vast, vast liner in the sky with lights all around it. And it was like, what? Have I really seen that? And then it vanished. And it was
Wow.
just like it came into my view for that instant at a vibration. I could see it and then went. But that was possibly the most awesome thing.
Spectacular.
That is so cool.
I've tended to see UFOs in high frequency mountains. That's where I've mostly seen them. Though I've seen quite a few in England and different places too.
So cool.
That's awesome. I mean, you do a lot of work with the Pleiadians and others, Orion, and it's all of them as well. So that would make sense that, you know, you would definitely have a connection with them, showing themselves to you in the physical as well.
But what I often do is, and I do connect with other ones as well, but what I often do is especially when I'm out walking, is open all my chakras and connect each chakra to the star or planet that it's connected to keep my connections open. And I think that that's another really simple and easy thing to do. I used to go walking through the woods with my notes when I first got the information from Kim McCall, my guide. And now, of course, I know it. And so I just connect out. But I once had the experience when it was, there were very strange atmospherics. It was a thunderstorm just about to come, but it hadn't arrived. And I was in the forest and I had been doing this. And then suddenly it was as if they all opened and I was 100 miles big and I had connected to everything and all the stars in the universe. And I thought, yes, that is amazing. Absolutely awesome. I've been very lucky.
Wow. I love hearing about your experiences because it just helps us to be able to know even more of the possibilities we can have of our own. It's just amazing. And I would love for us to be able to have you back on to talk about the chakras and the connection with the stars. I think that would be incredible. Yeah, like I didn't even know that was a thing, so now I'm excited to hear about that too.
Yes.
Wow, beautiful. Well, we definitely want to hang out with you again. We always have such an amazing experience with you. Thank you. It is such a blessing. We are honored.
Thank you. I
I'm
really
so
enjoyed it.
Yes, and our audience is they are absolutely loving. Kira said, gratitude for a mind-blowing session. Universal hug from South Africa. Beautiful. Patty said, I can feel your spirit. I can feel the spirit and archangels when I'm with you in meditation and very strong right now. Beautiful. They are just loving it. Melinda said, wow. I think we're all doing that. Wow. That was just incredible. I have one announcement real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. So our announcement is the winner of last week's Share It Out. And the winner is Robin Quarles. You won with Teresa. Congratulations. Please share out this show, you guys. We definitely, I mean, who would want to get more energy or more, connection with the unicorns? I'm sure there's so many people out there who are just beginning to learn that this is even possible and would really benefit from this show. So please take a moment to share this out. Invite your friends. Whoever shares out the most this week, we will announce the winner next week. And they'll win with Rhonda. And next week, we have a very amazing guest, a personal friend of mine, Nadia Goss, who is going to be on talking about authenticity, which is a very powerful topic that we all could embrace more of definitely in our lives. So we're excited for that. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. We love you all so much. It's nice to have us all back together for the first time in a while. So
true.
Yay, that was exciting in itself. And again, thank you, Diana. We are just so honored.
Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
Love you all.
Stick around. We'll be right back.
Not much.